wherever you want to hear me. This is a great opportunity for us, and I'll say thank you to the ladies here, the Black Women's Political Caucus, because it will give us an opportunity for you to hear from the candidates and about our visions and about our background and where we come from. You know, my opponents have alluded to the fact that my family's been here a long time. You know what? That is true. My grandfather came here from Italy 100 years ago, actually probably right next to Bob Flower, and my grandparents, our grandparents were actually good friends. And Bob's father being probably the last guy I let you down because he was an undertaker, but they were good friends. And they came here with the values, and they came here for a better way of life for their families. You know, my grandfather came here with his father, with his brothers and sisters. And you know what? Here we are now, several generations later, where my wife and I are bringing up our children here in Yonkers with a hope that maybe the next 5 generations will be here to make Yonkers the city that it should be. Our community hasn't really changed all that much in the sense that our needs and desires are the same. What do we want? We want to make sure our children have an equal opportunity to get a good education. I don't have to tell you what we've seen the last couple of years. You ever watched The Wizard of Oz? Who's in charge of education in Yonkers? That's what we get. That's what we get when we elected here at home. We need to change that. We need to make sure that education is the #1 priority in our town for everyone, and I will do that. The education will be a priority. We need to make sure that when we bring people into our community, when we want to, and let's face it, let's look at the waterfront here, where we have invested hundreds, probably tens of millions of dollars in bricks and mortar. Bricks and mortars. A lot going on here, but has it really taken off yet? One, has it given jobs to our community? No way. You know why? Because our administration has allowed developers to come in, to live off our city, live off the tax base, allow for tax benefits, but you know what? Have no real accountability to hiring people in our community. We need to change that. We need to make sure that when people move into a community, that it's a safe community. We have a police department that is, by number of police officers, lower than it was post 9/11. Crime is still a major issue in our community. We can't expect to grow as a community if our people can't walk the streets. And that's the type of leadership that you'll get from me. I won't be the kind of person who will point elsewhere. I will point inward. I will make sure that we will not just point at cars, as what you heard, as being an issue, right? 10, 200 cars. You know what? When you're in a position, whether you be a councilman, a council president, your job is to deal with those issues. Your job is to make sure that our streets are safe, that we have enough police, that they're not disbanding units, that they're not taking police officers out of our schools. Your job is to make sure that we have a quality education, second to none. Your job is to make sure that we have people in our community who want to come and get tax breaks. Big corporations get big tax breaks to come here, but should be willing to hire the people that live in our community. That's the type of situations that just they've been failures at. And we're going to change that. And with your help as mayor, we will see a Yonkers that is a brighter Yonkers with a greater future. And I'm looking forward to this forum. Thank you.